It feels that some modern electric cars with their limited range and self-driving technology are trying to rob us of grand touring pleasures. But hopefully not all is lost. Today we'll present you a lineup of GT models with unlimited highway cruising potential, extremely posh interiors, and exquisitely good looks. So subscribe to Automotive Territory if you want to look at beautiful cars on a regular basis and enjoy the ride. Porsche Panamera. Despite looking like a cautious facelift, the world's most famous four-door Gran Coupe enters the third generation. Porsche designers put a greater emphasis on the width of the car, installed standard matrix LED headlights, and added a new air inlet above the license plate to ensure that the upgraded engines do not suffocate. The new Panamera was announced with an exclusive 8-speed dual-clutch PDK transmission in either rear or all-wheel drive variants. The drivetrains are built around two mills, a 348 horsepower 2.9-liter V6 and an e-hybrid PHEV that in 2024 combines a 4-liter twin-turbo V8 with more powerful motors and larger batteries. The updated power output reaches an impressive 670 HP and 685 pound-feet. Plus, the upcoming Panamera Turbo S is expected to yield 729 HP. The standard Porsche Panamera rides on a fresh 2-chamber 2-valve air suspension with PASM and gets an optional rear axle steering. But the e-hybrid models will try out the new Porsche Active Suspension, which abandons anti-roll bars and instead employs single-chamber air springs and hydraulically linked cylinders at each wheel. Lastly, the Panamera gets a dashboard remake with a 12.6-inch instrument cluster and dual 10.9-inch screens for the infotainment and a separate passenger display. Mercedes-AMG GT Coupe. This high-performance coupe arrives for 2024 model year with more everyday usability and standard all-wheel drive. The optional 2+2 layout did not come from nowhere, since the new Mercedes-AMG GT Coupe grows nearly 3 inches in its wheelbase and 7 inches in overall length, making the rear row finally suitable for kids and gaining greater luggage capacity. In addition to the larger dimensions, the 2024 model gets a slightly revised front. The AMG-specific grille is flanked with the new C-shaped air intakes, while the LED headlights gain a more angular shape and boasts new 3-section DRLs. Beefier wheel arches accommodate 20-inch AMG multi-spoke light alloy wheels, upgradable to 21-inch alternatives. The new car comes fitted with standard fully variable all-wheel drive, air suspension with hydraulic roll stabilization, a front lift system, as well as active rear axle steering. The GT Coupe gets two variants, both powered by a twin-turbocharged 4-liter V8 engine. The GT55 outputs 469 horsepower and 516 pound-feet of torque, and the two-seat-only GT63 squeezes out 577 horses and 590 pound-feet. As for the updates inside, the biggest one is the all-new portrait-style 11.9-inch multimedia touchscreen. Aston Martin DB12. Succeeding the iconic DB11 is not an easy task, but the 2024 DB12 will do just that, redefining the Grand Touring segment once again. The Brits boldly called the newcomer the world's first Super GT. We will not challenge them on that statement, and will just acknowledge the progress that the legendary James Bond lineage has made this time. This Aston will be sold in both coupe and convertible variants with a larger grille, bulkier bumpers, sleeker swept-back headlights, C-shaped rear taillights, and 21-inch forged alloy wheels. While the car retains a 4-liter V8 engine akin to its predecessor, there are also rumors of a potential V12 version down the road. At present, the model is equipped with a twin-turbo engine sourced from Mercedes-Benz AMG division, generating an impressive 680 horsepower and 590 pound-feet of torque. Thanks to the enhancements like an 8-speed automatic transmission and an electronic limited-slip differential, the DB12 accelerates from 0 to 16 mph in a mere 3.5 seconds, and it reaches the top speed of 202 miles per hour. Internally, Aston Martin continues its tradition of blending materials like wood, metal, and carbon fiber. The modernized cabin features a 10.25-inch touchscreen and includes sought-after amenities like Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Mansory Audi RS7. There is no limit to perfection, thought the people at Mansory when starting to work on their own version of the charged RS7 Performance GT. The donor car could hardly be called unattractive or sluggish, but the company made it even more stylish and faster. The car received a new carbon fiber body kit consisting of a front bumper, side skirts, rear diffuser, plus multiple spoilers and aero splitters. Mansory designed new 22-inch wheels for this RS7, fitted the car with a lowering kit featuring sport springs, and added orange exterior accents. To speed up the model, new, bigger turbochargers and a revised ECU unit were installed. As a result, the RS7's usual 4-liter twin-turbo V8 now yields 780 horsepower and 738 pound-feet. It accelerates the car to 60 in just 3 seconds, and is also aided with a new exhaust system. For the cabin of this GT, Mansory created several designs, including a carbon and leather-edge option with orange elements and stitching. Bentley Batur. The second model of the newly emerging Mulliner coach-building workshop is named after the Bali's Lake Batur and is reserved for just 18 collectors around the globe. In contrast to the Bachelor Borchetta, this vehicle is a hardtop coupe with a fresh design language and Continental GT speed underpinnings. The car's front end features a more upright grille and triple LED headlights, while the rear boasts a new deployable spoiler and similar taillight designs. It's likely to be the final and the most powerful W12 car produced by Mulliner before the shift to electric vehicles. Under the hood, the 6-liter 12-cylinder twin-turbo engine turns out an impressive 740 horsepower and 737 pound-feet of torque. To complement the engine's performance, Bentley has incorporated a speed-tuned air suspension, electric active anti-roll control, electronic limited-slip differential, torque vectoring, and 4-wheel steering. The Batur rides on standard 22-inch wheels wrapped in Pirelli tires, and for stopping power, it relies on a bespoke carbon silicon carbide braking system. Inside the vehicle, sustainability takes center stage with the use of high-performance composites, sustainably sourced leathers, recycled yarn carpets, 18-karat gold interior accents, and painted wood. Maserati GranTurismo and GranTurismo Folgore. First revealed back in 2022, the new generation GranTurismo gets 3 performance variants. The entry-level Modena and performance-ready Trofeo, making 490 and 550 horsepower, plus the range-topping Folgore that is built on an 800-volt platform and is powered by an all-electric drivetrain with 760 horses. This two-door shares many components with the Maserati new H models, like MC20 and Grecale. It gets the brand's latest exterior styling with its signature grille, elongated headlights, new LED taillights, and fresh wheels. The ICE GranTurismos come powered by the brand's 3-liter Nettuno twin-turbo V6 paired with an 8-speed automatic, while the Folgore gets a T-shaped battery pack that feeds 3 electric motors. The latter is the fastest model in the bunch, speeding to 60 in 2.7 seconds and topping out at 202 miles per hour. The electric coupe can recharge at 270 kilowatt and lasts for 330 WLTP miles of driving. Cabin options include sustainable materials, 12.3-inch infotainment with wireless smartphone compatibility, a secondary 8.8-inch display, plus a head-up display. Let's make car makers produce more Grand Tours. Smash the like button and ask for more in the comment section below. We keep rolling. Lotus Emeya. Once a dedicated sports car manufacturer, Lotus continues to widen its market reach, first adding to its portfolio a crossover and now a four-door coupe. Labeled the hyper-electric Grand Tour, the Emeya was designed with a focus on the driver. It has a distinctive 3-level headlight signature with adaptive beam technology, large wheels, dramatic muscular bodywork, and precise aerodynamics inspired by motorsports. The grille, dam diffuser, and rear wing have active moving parts to optimize the airflow, extend range, and increase downforce and handling at higher speeds. The Hyper GT likely shares the platform with the Elantra SUV, so we can expect an 800-volt architecture, 100+ kWh battery, 250 miles of range, and 2 drivetrain options. Direct drive setup for the 603 HP version, and a 2-speed transmission for the flagship 905 horses Emeya. With a 50-50 weight distribution, the Emeya sprints to 60 in 2.78 seconds. It tops out at 158 miles per hour. The vibe of a driver's car continues inside the cabin, where Lotus installed zero-lag interfaces with a 15-inch screen and a 55-inch augmented reality head-up display. Genesis X Gran Berlinetta. Available for racing in the GranTurismo 7, the new X Gran Berlinetta concept embodies Genesis' athletic elegance design philosophy. It gets cab backward proportions, an elongated hood, and pure parabolic lines. The front end features a futuristic iteration of the Genesis crest grille with integrated 2-line headlights stretching beyond the front fenders. The 2-line light cluster is also present at the rear end, which, given its giant oval shape, is definitely derived from the sports cars of the 60s. The mid-engine concept is powered by a hybrid setup based on a turbo V6 of undisclosed capacity and a Yasa e-electric motor. The combined output of the system is rated at 1071 horsepower and 986 pound-feet of torque. Inspired by the volcanoes of Korea, the concept is coated in magma hue, which matches nicely with the giant central lock wheels. The highlight of the X Gran Berlinetta interior is the digital panoramic head-up display mounted on the base of the windshield. There is also an F1-style steering wheel, quilted seats, and plenty of carbon fiber inserts. Fisker Ronin. As a part of Fisker's Product Vision Day in August 2023, the company has announced a release of their all-new, all-electric 4-door convertible GT sports car. The Ronin is translated from Japanese as a wandering samurai who has no lord or master. It will represent the height of Fisker's technology and performance, plus will remain the true driver's car without the emphasis on autonomy. This Grand Tour will follow a cell-to-chassis concept. Its unique aluminum space frame will have integrated battery cells with enough range to cover up to 600 miles. The tri-motor all-wheel drive powertrain will generate hypercar level of outputs, reaching 1013 horsepower and enabling under 2 seconds 0 to 60 sprints and 170 miles per hour top speeds. The Fisker Ronin is a 5-seater with automatically operated butterfly doors and a convertible carbon fiber roof, frunk, and a certain amount of space for luggage. The first images of the cabin also confirm a yoke-style steering wheel, a 17-inch infotainment screen, and a lavish leather upholstery. The Fisker Ronin is scheduled to go on sale in 2025, with a limited production of 999 units and a starting price close to 400 grand. What is the coolest Grand Tour of 2024? I would go for the Panamera. That active suspension is quite intriguing, and you cannot go wrong with a Porsche. Let's talk in the comment section. Subscribe to Automotive Territory to watch more informative car lineup reviews, like this video, and proceed to exploring our content through the links on the screen. May the torque be with you!